What's going on, everybody? It's Uncle Tang here once again with Season 1 of Courage the Cowardly Dog Villains and how I would react if they were real and came to Earth. What would we do? Now, some of the villains, such as the pigs, they ended up being good, cooking people and stuff like that, but, is this all a misunderstanding? Like the Hunchback episode, he looked scary and stuff, but he was really nice. But here are the bad ones. Let's go. The chicken from outer space. So if that actually came to Earth, I actually always wanted to try that red and white egg. I know I'm weird, but definitely I think we have a chance of survival. I would challenge him, but one blast and you're out. Next. And number 2, we have cats. Okay, yeah, not only can cats release freaky spiders and all sorts of creepy things, definitely would not want to challenge him without, just keep your eyes. You don't want to challenge cats. Very slick, fast. If cats was real, we would definitely have a problem, but I'm sure we could solve it. I would still have to put up my dukes, even though his claws are insane. This dude always kind of made me a little weirded out, especially when you take the sunglasses off the Cajun fox. Not only is he obviously wants to eat grandmas and stuff. Let's see, very, very strong, super fast, blow things up. We would have a major problem if this thing was real, but I'm sure he could handle it. I would still challenge it, but probably get blown up. Next. Coming in next is the Shadow. If he was real, let's just say he came, that would freak a lot of people out and traumatize everybody pretty much. There wouldn't be much we could do about him because he's a freaking shadow. I wouldn't be able to do anything. Alright, Tang family, ain't nobody messing with LeQuack. Because he's insane, will chase you with a mallet, and has freaky Wile E. Coyote weird Looney Tunes powers. Definitely, he's a criminal mastermind, very French, and, LeQuack, yeah. We're gonna have to blow his ass up. And here we have the Angry Mob from the Bigfoot episode. Bigfoot was a good guy, but it really was Eustace and the mob here. They're just human. I'm just going to start shooting, and if they invaded Earth, they would be really easy to take down just a bunch of farmers with pitchforks and flames. Boom, firing range, done. And this one used to make me projectile shit laughing because it was just that hilarious. So if the hothead scientists that invented this hair growth were real, let's just say, that came to Earth, we'd be in trouble because there's a lot of men and women that are going bald that would use this product. So take Eustace, for example. His scream's powerful enough to destroy a fucking building. So we are definitely screwed if this was real. Nothing we could do about it. It would just be like a mass, oh man, literally, we'd have to put up borders and ban that product and it would be bad. And next, as long as this demon mattress is not mass-produced, we can handle it. The first thing I would do before Exorcist Mariel came along, or anybody that would lay on this thing, is burn it. Burn the mattress. And then, if it possessed somebody, you're going to have to do what they did in the episode. Hire some exorcists. Yeah, no, hell no. Shoot him. Shoot him immediately. He is a psychopath. I mean, he's just human, but I'm not getting a low paper fade from this guy. No, weremole. Absolutely not. Not only are they super strong, can grind out freakishly fast underground, one bite and you turn into a weremole, freaky purple crazy thing, just like what happened to Mariel and the doctor and everyone else. Now, my fear is if these things breeded. If they breed, it's over. We're going to have to bomb the whole area because it's going to be a biohazard zone. And these things, it's just, oh man, they would probably reproduce like crazy and it would just spread everywhere, causing weremole hysteria and just psychos and just bloodbaths. And yeah, hell no, I'm not taking that thing on. We would have to just torch the whole area. Next. Eustace is a villain by himself, but his mommy is a lot worse. And I mean a lot worse. But still, she's only human. Yeah, I know she's done some pretty crazy things in episodes, but it would not be that hard to take her down. I would challenge her, and come on, but still, be careful. She'll blow you up, I had to switch clothes for this one. I don't think there is one Courage the Cowardly Dog fan that actually likes this guy and just doesn't laugh at what he does. Watch where you're going, you fool! We was run him over with a car. Not necessarily a villain, but not necessarily a hero. You do not want to mess with Shirley. cross her, and she will literally curse you with whatever she wants. Who knows what type of curses she could actually pull off that was not just in the cartoon. So I'm not fucking with Shirley, and neither should anyone. King Ramses. Okay, so first of all, Tang family, if this freaking thing was real, man, I think everyone doesn't like this one. A, don't steal his slab, okay? B, don't steal his slab. C, don't steal his freaking slab. But let's say somebody did steal his slab. Okay, so he has the power to curse people. Each worse than the last. So we already know we're in trouble here. Somebody stole his slab. He's going to be cursing left and right the earth, but mainly just the person he's going after. But let's just say that person didn't give the slab back, and who knows what power he would actually be able to do if he was angered. He was pretty laid back in the episode, so I'm not messing with him. The only way, he's a ghost and a curse and a king. So an exorcist have to be very powerful to banish him, but I think the best thing would be just give the slab back. Next. Oh, don't put me on a green screen with this nasty doll. The clutching foot. Eustace's clutching foot that literally detached itself, and it just has a mind of its own. Big toe. Alright, so if this thing was real, there'd be a lot of freaks wanting to suck the toes for money. Just kidding, I hope not. Actually, no, I'm probably not kidding. I hate the world. Oh, man, the one scene with the chewing on the green. Oh, gosh, if this thing was real, just burn it, man. Literally, this thing's strong. It can kick. It can literally do horrible things, but burn it. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Next. And next on our list is the Goose God. Hide your grandma. Literally, hide your grandma. Hide your mom if she's old. If you're old and female, run, because the Goose God wants you. He's powerful. He's a god. He can control weather, storms, clouds. He can sing. He has all these freaky powers, kind of like Zeus. He can throw lightning bolts and all this and that. He's probably not as powerful as Zeus or some of the actual gods that, aren't in Courage the Cowardly Dog cartoon. But still, I would not be able to do anything if this thing was real. We'd have to nuke the clowns. All the world government would have to work together to try to stop him. But who knows? Probably would fail. But only one way to find out. Anyways, next. The Black Puddle Queen. And this is her first form. Her true form is a monster with a lot of teeth. Now, men, we have it a little bit worse than women on this one, because I believe she only goes after men. So all I have to tell you is, if she comes out of your toilet or bathtub or something, she'd be dead if she comes out of my bathtub or toilet. Don't be a simp. That's how you win. That's how we can beat her and rid her of this world. Don't cash app her money. Don't ask for nudes, and maybe she want to take you down. So yeah, that's how we defeat the Black Puddle Queen. Don't be a simp. Ah, the famous independent movie director, Benton Tarantella, and his accomplice, which I forgot his name. But anyways, it's a snuff film. They're literally trying to eat Muriel. A zombie movie filming a zombie movie. Rip off their heads. I know they have a time limit, but I'm gonna chop off their heads and just wait it out. Probably don't need to get anybody else involved because they're zombies. I know how to handle zombies, but these are supernatural weird ones. They like to make movies and fight with each other, but I got this. Next. Oh, and coming in next, the Snowman, my dad's personal favorite villain from this series. The name's Man, Snowman, and he's very evil. But, yeah, just turn up the heat and he's gonna melt. And if he pops up in our world where I am, there's no snow. He's a goner. Now, let's just say if he popped up, somewhere snowy or Antarctica or something, that's when we could be in trouble. Well, at least up there. But we have to be careful because he's also really smart at science. So we have to take him down, melt his ass. Next on our list is something very out there. Something Eustace likes, and that's this duckling, who is pure evil and wants to get rid of Muriel and Carriage just to have Eustace all for himself. He has Tom and Jerry-like powers, running around, kicking Courage and doing crazy things. But if he was real, I'm gonna stomp on him. I'm just gonna keep stomping until I can't stop anymore. It'd be a lot less cruel to shooting him in the outer space like they did in the show. He did it to himself. Next. Well, if it isn't the chicken from outer space once again, still in the first season. He's back, and he wants Courage and Muriel. Muriel's head, or anybody. He just wants everybody's head. He's running around with a plunger. So he has the ability to detach a human head from the neck with a plunger, or his weird alien equipment or whatever it was, so he's extremely dangerous. I'm just gonna cook his ass. That's what I would do. I say let's all get together, burn him, cook him. He's done. And now we're close to the end, Tang family. It's Bobby Ganoush and the Eggplant Army. So we're not in trouble because we already know we just have to spray them with water and they'll just go away and be happy. And you can eat them. And all we gotta do is just spray them with water and that's it. Now, if we don't make them happy fast enough, they could multiply a lot and it could mean some trouble for us. But just spray them with water. The end. Next. Oh, and one of the most dangerous Courage the Cowardly Dog villains is not an actual person, it's a tornado, which I believe was sent by the Goose God. That's just a theory. But this thing turned Muriel into a child, an old woman into a child. Imagine what it could do to somebody younger, or an animal or something, or who knows. And how do we know there's not more than one of these storms spawning off into different twisters and tornadoes? Their powers are insane. The only way to really stop a tornado is when it actually stops in its tracks. And we don't know exactly how long this thing would really last. It would probably keep coming back. The world would be doomed. There wouldn't be much I could do. I'd have to turn into Tang the orangutan to banish it. Next! And lastly, Tang family, one of the most disturbing Courage the Cowardly Dog villains of all time. The Great Fusilli, which is named after a pasta. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. An Italian pasta, fusilli. And he has a traveling magic theater that turns people into puppets. Yes, comes from the mouth, it's over. Even he has made a horrible decision and had a terrible fate. But this episode was disturbing and I believe also was supposed to be the last one of the series. But then they went off and made some more seasons. But that's it, Tang family. This is the last one. If this guy was real, the Magic Theater, I'd have to take him down fast. I would already know his magic abilities and powers from the strings. So I would have set his theater and his traveling. Yep, just set it on fire. Set him on fire and then turn him into boots. Yes. The end. Uncle Tang out. The things I do for love and likes and shares and just your attention.